go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on.
Hello and welcome to Wednesday, Raw Wednesday. I am your host, Etep Wakuian of the Place to Be Reviews. I am the Fandom Menace People's Champ. That's right. You heard it first right here, baby. The People's Champ of the Fandom Menace. Wednesday, Raw Wednesday. Behind me, you see next to me right here in this square. I'm poking over in his box. Giggity, that's what she said. Joining me for the evening's festivities, my man, Tony ToneDef. Welcome back, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the world's wokest warrior, primitive-sided, toxic fanboy aligned with the like-minded, my boy Etap Wakuian, coming at you live here Wednesday night. Going in raw. How's everybody doing?
Oh, thank you, sir. It is great to have you back on the show. We have a more small, intimate setting this evening. This was a kind of an impromptu thing, but yeah, you see the new background behind me here. That's right, ladies and gents. I have upgraded. I can't do the little dance. Oh shit! Hit my
looking
thing.
Snazzy.
Do that little Beyonce dance, little upgrade. Queen Bey. So man, yeah, this was last minute. Like I said, we hadn't really planned a live stream out on my channel tonight, but here we are. And in lieu of a video today that none of y'all would have watched any damn way, seem to enjoy the live streams more. That's okay. But you see this behind me now. This means things are going to get a little bit. We're going to get a little weird. We're going to a little bit funky with it from time to time on the videos. So all I'm saying is, motherfucking be ready. That's it. Just be ready. So this evening, we really didn't have anything planned. We're just gonna wing it and have fun. But I know Tony had something he wanted to talk about.
I wanted to talk about how mankind became the sex organs of the machine world.
We basically have.
Yeah. I believe that quote is here from Marshall McLuhan. I first heard Joe Rogan mention the quote, though, and it just had me thinking about our evolution and where we're headed in the next 10 years or so with Elon Musk's Neuralink. And how, man, I don't know. It's like I always hear artificial intelligence, and I look around me and I see everyone acting like we're headed towards Judgment Day.
Yeah.
There's some kind of like apocalyptic setting. And I mean, geez, I look around right now and it looks like that's where we're headed right now. So maybe AI might alleviate some of that, you know, because I think society right now is definitely, we have more information than ever at our fingertips, but we're also kind of not able to process all that information. I think that's abundantly clear now. So I don't know. I just kind of think like I've always looked at computers and I've always been able to analogize those to how we work as humans, you know, and I just have always kind of hypothesized, and I'm sure plenty of people do, that, I mean, we're literally building our next stage in evolution, and we're probably one of the only species I know of to do that. But
yeah, I'm kind of unfamiliar with all this, but I mean, at the same time, I can look at it from like the layman's perspective on this. And I'm sorry, I had to message Fallon messaged me, and she thought I stood her up for a stream tonight. I asked her if she wanted to come on the boardroom, and it was Wednesday, and she saw I was streaming because she retweets all our tweets for Fandom Collective. And big shout out to Fallon Reacts. Go subscribe to Fallon Reacts. That's PHALON Reacts. And also the 13th Hour is her gaming channel, so check those out if you like live stream games. Fallon's your girl, and she's dope because she retweets everything. She works her tail off for the Fandom Collective, so thank you to Fallon. She'll be on the boardroom in a couple weeks. But I'm sorry, I just wanted to, I was like, no, I felt bad because she's such a sweetheart, And she's like, I thought you wanted me on the show. I was like, oh, no. I'm sorry. It was a misunderstanding. I didn't want to think her to think I was like just standing her up or anything. But
I was going to say, you can always invite her on. I'm not complaining.
I'm going to ask her if she wants to come on.
Yeah.
But so
talk about aliens.
I know. She doesn't have she Twitch streams too, so she doesn't have a stream tonight.
Yeah. And I want to let you know, I'm by no means proficient in this field either. I'm definitely a layman when it comes to just technology. It's just I don't know. I think it was Elon Musk telling Joe Rogan. It may have been the other way around though. In the interview they did a couple months ago, I mean, what other species do you know? I mean, that's what we do. We make things better, just as a whole. As if it was farming or a wheel or learning how to use fire at our will. I mean, we've always learned ways to make things better than how it was. And I don't know, when you look at it from that perspective, it almost feels like that's what we're doing with our technology, right? I mean, we've always used technology to make our lives more convenient and easier. It can handle this, so then I can focus over here, but I don't know. I think eventually, I mean, the two will merge, man and machine.
It's almost an inevitability. You know what I mean? You've got people, you're talking about like implant chips in people's, bodies now and things of the like. And it's kind of terrifying to think about it like that. It's like, how much are we willing to go to, to satiate our need for technology? There she is.
Hey.
What's up, Fallon?
Let's welcome Fallon Reacts to the channel. How you doing, young lady? Thank you for joining us.
I'm doing all right. Just finally getting this shirt out that I've been wanting to do. I've talked about it on my Twitter a bunch about how I wanted to do a Go Woke, Go Broke shirt. I finally got it made.
Nice.
Are you doing a Teespring store on your channel?
Oh yeah, I've got a ton of stuff over there.
Okay, excellent. So yeah, we'll I'll link your channel in the description of this video too. I already actually gave you a shout out too. Tony was talking and I was like, I'm not ignoring you. I was like, I'm answering Fallon. I was like, she thought the boardroom was tonight, and she thought I stood her up. I'm like, I felt terrible. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, cause I was like, and I literally did. I was like, she works so hard for the Phantom Collective. I'm like, she retweets everything. I shouted both your channels, Fallon Reacts and the 13th Hour Gaming out.
Thanks.
So absolutely. So yeah, we were just kind of planning to do this over on Tony's channel. Something fell through. So here we are with Wednesday going in Raw Wednesday, as you see behind me. Which
nice.
If for those of you at home, I got my green screen finally today. So
Woot.
I was so happy. I came home. From I volunteer at my son's school. I'm a lunch lady, so I was up there slanging sloppy joes all day, and there's a big box in there because it was pouring rain. I told my wife, I'm like, hey, watch out for FedEx. I was like, the stuff I have coming cannot sit out in the rain. So she comes home, she's like, there's a big old box sitting on the kitchen table with my big fat ass cat on top of it. I'm like, Meech, you can sit there until we come back from Grandma's house, because I had to go pick the boy up. And then we went out to Grandma's, and I finally I was like, as I'm waiting for the show, I'm like, I'm setting up everything. I'm like unboxing everything. It was easy to set up and surprisingly easy to use. I still have to download. I haven't downloaded the driver software for my webcam I've had for a year.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I never zoom. So like to get the green screen fit right to where my camera, because my camera is like a wide angle. So I took it and I stretched. There's 3 extension pieces, or 4. So I put 3 of them in and just ran it horizontal, horizontal instead of vertical. And
Nice.
it worked perfect for the layout. So yeah, I was like,
good.
and $71. It's got 3 of the umbrella kits with the photo lights. It's got the green, black, and a white screen. All the bulbs and everything came with it. I got it off of overstock.com. I could not pass that up.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so
that's actually a really good place. My mom, who likes to sometimes put like laptops back together. She has to go to places like that to get stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a veritable cornucopia of goodness over there. I'm telling you. So so we were kind of talking a little bit about things. I'll take things that are out of our wheelhouse for 2000, Alex. And we were talking about Neuralink technology and things of the like. So it's like I said, it's not something I'm an expert in, but Tony knows a little bit more about it than I do. But we were just kind of talking about the eventual interface of human and machine into one.
The dangers of that, they covered that in Doctor Who many times. That's how Cybermen get created.
And it is, right before you jumped on, Fallon, I mean, key word here Pete had mentioned was terrifying. And
Absolutely.
It is. The Neuralink, for instance, they take an inch circumference out of your skull.
Ow.
They install the Neuralink. All right. Now you got to think of it this way, though. Imagine you've gone your entire life and you've never been able to hear music or see color, and they install this device, and I mean, almost instantaneously you're cured.
That's like that, but there's dangers with that, isn't there? Sensory overload.
There is, and that's what they're working on right now. Over in Tesla Labs, and they're trying to ensure that doesn't happen. We're trying to put in the correct fail safe so that doesn't happen. So, yeah, definitely, there's a danger in it. But if I can compare it to meeting a stranger on the internet 20 years ago, that was terrifying.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And now we call them to our house to pick us up or to bring us food, or so. I mean, mankind, if we jumped into it right away, of course it's terrifying, but over time I think it might seem, and once we see the good that it will bring, like Elon Musk talks about right now, his Neuralink, it can be used for other things later on down the road, but the focus right now is brain injuries, and it's more or less going to cure any brain injury. And I mean, I think that'll bring a lot of good for the world.
I could use some of that. A lot of chair shots to the old noggin.
A little hit off that Neuralink.
Yeah, give me a rip off that Neuralink over there. Yeah, just give me another hit, man. I'm jonesing. I just need another hit of that Neuralink.
I honestly, even though it could bring some good, I'm more concerned about the negatives, about what it could be used. Like somebody could hijack your brain.
Oh, I believe that.
I'm like, oh no, that is not. Yeah. I don't care how much brain damage I sustained, even if I'm a vegetable. No Neuralink.
Yeah. Can you imagine that your brain gets hacked?
Oh gosh.
And that's what I was thinking of, because Elon Musk says, at the rate they're going, being able to more or less download information, we could be about 10 years away from that. And the first thing I thought was, I mean, what if you do get hacked? What if someone put some bad information in there with that good info?
Mm-hmm.
Think about a couple wrong lines of code in there, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
MK Ultra version 2.0. Winter soldiers running around like we don't need none of that.
Right.
They already got Eminem.
Yeah.
They could be like I said, brainwashing.
Yeah.
They what is that called? Not Mercurian candidate.
Manchurian. The Manchurian.
Yeah, they
candidate.
could do something like that to people.
Oh God, yeah.
So it's like, as great as the positives are, no.
There's some heavy negatives, I know. Now, that being said, can I ask both of you, do you think that technology and machines, the digital world, I mean, do you think we're building our own evolution? Whether that happens or not, do you think that's what we're doing?
Almost, yeah, because the way we're striving for more and more AI, and like now this,
Right.
it's almost like Skynet kind of territory.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking Terminator.
Mhm.
We're going to end up running around trying to hide from technology and
Maybe.
This is going to be my old ass when the machines take over, because I'll be on the way out by then. I'll be sitting. I'll just be sitting back laughing. I mean, hey, you know why? You know why? Because
Get what you fucking deserve.
oh my god.
I'm sorry, man. You go and let people drill holes. The last time I heard about people drilling holes in other people's heads and shit was Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm just saying, he drilled holes in people's heads and tried to turn them into zombies. Yes. Yeah, here. We're gonna take a little bit of that out of that front cerebral cortex. Come here. Yeah, I need that 1 3/4 hole saw. This guy's got a big fucking thick head.
Oh my gosh, I shouldn't laugh, but that image.
It's funny. You're around a bunch of psychos. You can laugh. It's funny. I mean, Asylum was one of my favorite American Horror Story seasons. And that kind of correlates to this, because that shit used to happen. Like, that shit used to happen. Like, the things that they did to experiment on people. And like I said, that kind of correlates to this Neuralink. So back then it was, you think about bloodletting, lobotomies, electroshock therapy. And now we're like, fuck it. Just drill a hole in his head. It'll be fine. Fuck him. It'll be fine. Put the Neuralink in.
You know what's kind of funny that you mentioned the electrical shock. They still do use a little bit of the electrical shock to treat people. I have a friend. He's also a gamer, and we do a lot of games. He has a lot of back issues. Okay. And they had to hook up some electrodes to his back, and he says that's the first time in a long time he's been able to stand up straight.
It's my chiropractor uses a like static shock thing on me for my shoulder. Like I had a shoulder injury and back and all that from football and wrestling. But it's actually amazing what it does for you. The effects. It's just like a neuron response to it. I'm talking like I know what the fuck's going on here.
I can get what you mean. But it's like there are ways to use electrical shocks to help people, but not the early 1900s.
No, not dry sponges to the temple and a fucking leather strap in your mouth. No.
Oh my god.
No, I usually have to pay for that on Saturdays, but I mean, I'm just saying, my HMO does not cover that.
Oh my god.
I had to sign a waiver. Does that mean anything? I don't think that was legal.
Oh my god.
But again, I was volunteering and paying for it, so hey, what the hell? I might as well get my money's worth. Right. And I mean, look, there's no burn marks. It looked like two big fucking pepperonis on the side of my head. But, yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that's why,
because that's what heroes do.
Oh my god.
So, but no, really. So it is kind of a creepy. It is to me. It's just creepy to think about. Hey, we're gonna put AI in your head, or we're gonna remote access to your brain. I mean, think about that. Like somebody, like you said, like Tony, like Winter Soldier type shit. Like somebody activates a part of your brain that just like turns you into like a. You just have this like narrow like pragmatic, dogmatic view of things. It's just like you're one solitary goal. And but we'll stop at nothing to accomplish that goal. It scares the hell out of me.
If we're all Winter Soldiers, then nobody's Winter Soldiers.
Okay, so y'all know who you're talking about. We were creating our own destruction with the machines and stuff in our head.
Yeah.
Matrix. We're creating Matrix.
Yeah.
We're all gonna be just Energizer batteries.
I mean, which I think Energizer's better than Duracell. I mean, Energizer's got the money.
See, wouldn't that be full circle though? Because I just thought about them slapping a sponge on our head again and using us as batteries.
God damn it!
You out of your goddamn mind, son of a bitch! Son
Oh my gosh. I'm not cackling, but I'm laughing so hard it sounds like wheezing. I'm dying.
You know, put the there. It does what it's told, or else it gets the sponge again.
Put the lotion in the basket.
It puts the fucking lotion in the basket. Oh no!
My God.
This is outrageous. It's unfair.
And now I'm thinking like 20 years in the future, you're just trying to do the damn dishes and the sponges floating around the suds and you're having flashbacks.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to get something to drink because, I can't breathe.
Oh, guys, you got.
He's trying.
Oh, God.
This fucking flashback. It's like those memes you always make with like the explosion, like the nuclear bomb, and like the face faded over it. You just
Right.
my face with like sponges floating around it. This nuclear bomb. I'm curled up in a ball and like inside the refrigerator. No more sponges. No more. Hopefully the coldness will short this thing out. Oh, good God. Good God. This is this is just me right now.
He was a retard.
God. You know what's sad about like that quote is just like you're just retarded. You can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
Really? People go psycho.
Oh, I do. I try to work it in as much as I can.
Oh my God.
I do, just to piss people off. That and this one right here, because this perfectly, like this was my saying all through high school.
I was checking the specs on the end line for the rotary girder. I'm retarded.
That's like me. That was me at work. Like when we were at the shop and anything went wrong, I was like, yeah, I'm retarded. Right. I don't know how many times I said that to my boss. He's like, Pete, you know, I used to teach special ed. I'm like, I'm not talking about those kids. I'm like, they're wonderful people. I'm like, me, I'm retarded. And then he turned around at me and he said one thing. He said,
I'll see you in hell, Costanza.
I was like, yeah, that's probably about where I'm headed on a one-horse open sleigh, you son of a bitches. But, you know, jingle fucking bells. What the hell? I'm going to have a fucking Neuralink transmitter in my head. Somebody's going to turn me into fucking Sebastian Stan, and then my girlfriend's going to wear a fucking kimono, and I'm going to get canceled on Twitter. Fuck. Son of a bitch.
Oh, Lord.
That's it. Hang on a second here. I got to do something. I can't take this anymore. We got to go somewhere else. I need another location. I need to go over here. There we go. I'm at home. I'm in my apartment now. There we go. There we go. I don't even know.
You had to have the Seinfeld, didn't you?
Oh, that was because I had the Wednesday Raw. Wednesday by Tony's like, yeah, that's cool, but let's see Jerry's apartment. I'm like, all right, it's here. Yeah. Here it is. There's Jerry's apartment. I want to figure out how to do video back there now. If I can get video, like moving video back there, that's going to be fun. Because I have a very, 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 very special guest coming on the show. In about she'll be on Monday night, going in Raw. Hail to thee, manliness and motivation. Our first person in the chat this evening. I thought I was gonna have to sit here and talk. We were gonna talk to ourselves all night, but hey, welcome in chat. Good to see you, bro. We said, wait, you need Mr. Robinson's name? Oh, okay, I can get Mr. Robinson's neighborhood. That's no problem. I gotta have a thing with Gumby, Eddie Murphy's Gumby back there though. I need that, or Land Shark, if anybody remembers Land Shark. I know Wes does. Wes is an old guy like me. He remembers Land Shark. So, but no, really. So I don't want Skynet in my fucking head. Okay, I don't. You know, I mean, I'm all for using it for, like, if it was like some restorative process, or you know, I'm Gumby, damn it, rehabilitative thing, but you know, to just say, hey, look, it's like, you know, them saying we're going to implant everybody with chips. It's like, how about no? You know, and just I'm not down. I'm not down for that. I'm not, man. I mean, unless you figure out a way to let me do essence transfer, you know, before I get too old, like I can start palpatining around. I am going to transfer myself into I don't know who, but I will do it, Anakin. My days in this form are numbered, and I have not yet achieved my final form.
No, this is interesting though, because I mean that almost brings up another scenario here. So we have a certain group of individuals who will be getting this Neuralink implant, and then a certain group of individuals who will decide against it. The people with the implant in a perfect world will be they'll have a superior advantage to anyone without one.
Yeah.
So what kind of world do you think that's going to leave us with compared to let's look at the world today, what we're in today, and what kind of world do you think that's going to create?
Oh, that'll create some issues because it'll seem more like classism than anything else. I just my opinion anyway. You know what I mean? Like you'll hear more about, oh, well, it's not fair, and well, I mean, let's be honest here. It's like using common sense. Like if you attack somebody with a skateboard and they have an AR-15, it's not going to end well for you. Okay, so I'm just fucking saying. You know, just like you. This is not something you need. Oh, look who's here! Look who is here! Hail to thee, Salvador!
El Salvador.
Hail to thee, sir. The newly monetized 2 Cents Toys, man. Go subscribe if you're not subscribed to 2 Cents Toys. And Sal, I don't know if you caught the beginning, but we'll give another big shout out here to the Fandom Menace. So
We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on.
there you go, buddy. So, man, thank you all, everybody in the chat for joining us. Like I said, this was not planned. This was impromptu. But I've went fucking crazy with the gifts tonight. I apologize, y'all. But I'm trying to time them out comedically at least. And it's easier to do with 3 of us than it is 5. I'm gonna say. But no. Found back. All right. So
Yes.
you cracked open a fucking Steve Weiser. All right.
No, it's a Dr. Pepper. I'm a Texan.
Hey, hold on. Let me join you.
All I've got's water tonight. I blazed up before we started, so I'm good. I have one complaint about having the green screen is all these extra lights in here. My fat ass is holy shit. I'm literally like gonna like shut because I have to take all this stuff down tonight because my wife works in here during the day. All right, that's it. Hang on, Tony, take over for a second. All right.
What's up, everybody? It's the Tony ToneDef Hour here on ETEP Witchkuian's Place to Be Reviews.
Oh my gosh. Man,
Fallon, oh, my bad. I went over and subscribed to you just now, by the way.
Awesome sauce.
Definitely. What do you think? I don't know if you heard my question, but I was telling Pete, so obviously there's going to be a group of people who don't want this Neuralink implant, and then there's going to be a group that do.
Right.
And the group that does is, in a perfect world, going to have a competitive advantage over the ones who don't.
I just mentioned this to my dad, who does a lot of research, and he works in the medical field. He said, and it does relate to what you're saying, it says you will have insta-learning from it. You'll learn all languages instantly. You can learn anything.
Elon Musk is saying in a perfect world, Labat Blue. Labat already caused enough problems this year.
I had cores Light, but I drank it all, I realized. So I got Labatt's and there's Truly, and well, I'm a man, so I'm not drinking the Truly, at least not on camera. Hey, if there's nothing else in there and I want to drink bad enough, well, I've got vodka. Never mind. All right, wait. Let's see. Wait, what is that? Oh, Tony, what do you think about Breath of the Wild 2? And now I have two gamers on here. Now Tony's a big Zelda guy. So, your first video was that Zelda video, and it's like this dude came out of the gates fucking swinging, hits a home run with this Zelda video, which was badass. It's like I'm just sitting there watching this, going, why have you not been making videos longer than this? I was like that Leo meme. I was like,
Oh my God.
Not the laughing one I've been using.
Yeah, man, he's taken over the meme culture this month, huh?
We've started a movement. I don't know if have I sent you many of those, Fallon. I don't really post many of them on Twitter, but we just like to take. Tony and I like to take outrageous tweets and pictures we find in these tag groups we're in, and we'll either drop the honkler and fade it over the whole picture, maybe a crying Tobey Maguire face. but recently it's been this guy right here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Monsoir Calvin J. Candy. My rant's name Candyland. I am running your meme game this month. But he is just like, it is just like I had I'll DM it to you. I'm not gonna do it here, but we had a couple like just fire ones. And my favorite thing to do is when I see one of these crazy SJWs like that post one of these tweets, I always take and replace their head with like the crying NPC face. I'll take and shrink that down and like replace their head with it, or either that or they get crying Tobey Maguire face. That's that one never gets old. I had somebody ask me that. I put it on Brie Larson, and she was playing her guitar. It was a still from her YouTube video, and she's playing her guitar, and I put the crying Toby face on it, and I put a caption. I was like, "You want to hear my song? This is called I Don't Care What a 40-Year-Old White Guy Thinks About Me."
Oh my God.
I should tweet that to her.
I just want to respond to Salvador, by the way. And I mean, all right, they dropped this Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. It was kind of out of nowhere.
Okay, I need to watch that then.
Yeah, and when they dropped it, well, it was like a year ago. I don't know if you've seen the... Yeah, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen the first one. I really do need to play that, but I don't have a Nintendo anymore.
It's such an immersive game. It really is. Every game has its ups and downs, but for me, it's my favorite. It's probably my favorite game right now.
I think as far as the Zelda series, my favorite one was the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, that was a classic.
Majora's Mask was a pain in the rear.
Did you play the original version on the Nintendo 64? Or did you play the...
Yes, I played on Nintendo 64, and then I played it on GameCube.
3DS, the remaster made it better. It's easier to save, and I know a lot of things. All right, so Pete, Majora's Mask is a game. It takes place in a 3-day cycle, and the moon is falling towards the land you're in.
Okay.
So you have to take your little ocarina, and you're stuck in a 3-day loop through this entire game.
Okay.
So it creates... There's all sorts of unique mechanics to this game, and a lot of it at the time wasn't very efficient. So they went back and updated a lot of that. And
Good.
I can't even think of any specific examples besides the saving feature, which they made a lot easier, and just teleporting around Termina. Yeah.
Right.
Because it was repetitive in the past. Yeah.
And it was on N64. The first release of it was okay. Because like I said, I still play mine like a couple times a week. I don't get to daily now, but I'd like to. I haven't played a Legend of Zelda game since Zelda 2 came out. Okay, that's literally the last time I got to play one on my regular NES. And that game was a bitch. I got like, I think maybe a quarter to halfway through it and never finished it. Like the first one I beat, I sat there and me and like a couple of my friends just like would relentlessly play that on the weekends when we get together as kids. But yeah, Zelda 2, like, I mean, I had like the Nintendo Power cheat books, the big ass maps and all that. And I was like, I can't fucking beat this game.
There ain't nothing you can do for that one. Just play through it and restart about 100 times.
Right?
It was a bitch. That game was horrible. Like, I mean, I liked it, but it was like, it was, I don't know. It was cool. It was a cool game, but it was just like after the first one, I was kind of like, I couldn't really immerse myself into it as much as I did the first one,
Right.
They didn't know what Zelda was yet, and that's why A Link to the Past was kind of a relief, because they went back to the original style and updated it, and it was that, A Link to the Past is one of my favorite Zelda games. I'll still jump on a Super Nintendo and play that whenever. Yeah.
Okay.
And probably one reason is because they decided to move away from the style of Zelda 2.
What's Sal say? Majora's Mask is much easier and streamlined for 3DS, but they made Great Bay Temple even worse because they overcomplicated Georg's boss battle.
Yeah, that big fish at the end of it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, one of the biggest complaints about Breath of the Wild is that you couldn't explore the land under Hyrule in the water. I hate going in water in Zelda games and in most video games. I fucking hate water, so there's nothing they can do to the water temples to ever like undercomplicate those for me. I just freaking hate water mechanics in Zelda games.
Yeah, see, I don't think even the second one didn't have any of that in it, I don't think. Did it? Not in the parts I played.
The second one was just mean.
It was that game, like, it's like, why would you do that? Like, why would you make the game like that?
You have to start all the way at the beginning if you die. Like, you could be fighting the final boss and you have to start all the way at the beginning when you die.
That was the thing that hurt the most about it. It's like you said, no matter where you were, you always have to go back. It's like, fuck, no. No, I don't want to do this anymore. That's why I quit playing.
Right.
And I beat that game on 3DS probably around 2018. I remember I was first getting into Ethan Van Sciver and stuff, and he's playing on YouTube or, Jeff or whoever, and I'm working security at the time. I'm watching construction sites. It's like 3 a.m. I'm in the middle of the desert around this framed building, screaming profanities in my truck. Like, if anybody was walking past, they would have thought I was nuts, which I probably am. I beat Zelda 2 again, and it made me realize how spoiled we are today with games, because
oh gosh, yeah,
that game, if you starve, you starve. It ain't breaking you off any bread. Like,
I can't. I that's a game I'll probably never play another one of those. Like, unless I got my regular Nintendo, I would go back and I would play the very first one. My kid asked me for an Xbox. I'm like, you shut your little mouth.
I love my Xbox.
He wanted like the new one, because him and his cousins were playing Fortnite when they were up last time. They're a couple years older than him, but I was like, whatever, it's cool. He plays GoldenEye now. I was like, if he wants to play a little bit, I'm like, he watches. Yeah, he's sitting there on YouTube in my living room on my 70-inch TV watching like Minecraft. Like, what is the guy's name? Like, I don't want to give this big fucking, but like that Preston Plays. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him or not.
I've heard of him.
I think I've heard. I've got nieces and nephews that watch all that stuff. There's one I like better. I can't even think of his name. He's got blue hair and.
Is that Mr. Beast Gaming? He was.
No. It wasn't him.
Because he was doing Minecraft stuff. Oh, okay. But that Preston kid, I'm just like, I'm sitting there watching the video with my kid. I'm like, is that his? What? Trey's like, yeah, that's his wife. I'm like. Happy dibby, happy shabber, how much did you pay for her? Like, did she come through the mail? Like, does she even speak English? And then she starts talking. I'm like, son of a bitch. Must be fucking Stockholm syndrome.
Did you get her off Wayfair?
Oh, that's bad.
Should I put? Oh my God! Hang on a second. I have a perfect background. Let me. I have to download it though. But no, like seriously, like these big. He's watching these big gaming channels, and he's watching one on my phone in the truck on the way home. And he's like subscribing to. I'm like, stop subscribing to these months. They don't need the subscription. I'm like, dude's got 7 million subscribers. Give me a break.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was just thinking too. When you're like, is that his wife? And he's like laughing to the bank with his $7 million paycheck while we're strapping up the work boots.
Yep. Wow. I wear flip flops every day. I hate foot prisons.
Okay, I found the one I was looking for. Dan TVM.
I never heard of him.
He's been around for quite a long time, but I like him. I just can't watch Minecraft anymore because I always get motion sickness with some games because how the dimensions are.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm prone to migraine, so.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
My kid watches the Minecraft on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap! It is that I did not know that Patton Oswalt did like the voice of the main character, and I was like, I used to really like Patton Oswalt. I really used to like him, and he got way too far out for me, and yeah, I was like, okay, but the show is actually kind of funny. Like, excuse me, the little cartoon walkthrough they show, it is funny, and I'm like, no, I kind of want to play it. No, you don't want to play this game. Stop it. You stop it now. You are 40 years old. You are not going to get hooked on Minecraft.
It's so easy too, though.
I know, and that's what I'm afraid of.
I when I played Minecraft when I was able to, I didn't play like the adventure mode. I went to creator mode so I could make some weird looking buildings.
Yeah, that's what I would be more interested in. Would be like just making stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I want to create like, I want to like build. Like, I'm watching all these people like build, and like the one. Okay, so it's Preston, dude. He's like pranking his wife. He's like, these are ways to like make your wife mad at Minecraft. I'm like, my wife would never. I can't even like. I try to get my wife, but she hates video games. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, she's just I play. I always sit down and play my like GoldenEye late at night. But there we go, Tony. You know where that is?
It's not what I think it is it?
Hang on a second.
Is that the island?
No.
He said yes.
I just had to come pick up a cup of sugar. Let's go back to this one before
you get in trouble.
The fucking FBI.
Before you end up on a flight log.
Look, he took Queen's on the flight log. No, they don't fuck with Egyptians. I'm good. We got oil money. We built the pyramids, for God's sakes. It could get hang on, it could get worse. But wait, there's more. No, this is what's
Hold
that?
on, how did we go from discussing our next evolution to Epstein Island in like 30 minutes?
I have no idea. That's what happens on Wednesday. On Wednesday, Raw Wednesday. Do you see what happens? Do you see?
Oh,
and yes,
it's Ellen's studio.
What's that?
Look what Salvador. Look at the bottom comment.
Okay, hang on. I gotta. Let's see. Wait, is it? Oh, wait. He said Ellen Studio.
Yeah. I thought it was Ellen Studio.
Epstein Island.
I got you, fam. Hang on. Here you go. There you go. I got you, fam. Wish you were here.
Manliness and motivation says, is that Tom Hanks Island?
No, it's not. It's not Greenbow, Alabama. No.
Oh, I am going to hell for this. Let's see. Wait, he got his wife off Wife Fair. I thought it was Ellen's Studio. This is the building on Epstein Island that looks like Ellen's Studio, though. If you really look at her set. She isn't on the flight logs, isn't she? Yes, Ellen was on the flight logs, actually. Yeah, Ellen was on the flight logs, which is kind of especially with everything coming out about her show. All right, let's scrub this from the hard drive.
What if Maury what if
Burn the
Maurice set,
evidence.
yeah. What if Maurice set looked like Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch?
Oh my god!
This guy would have been there.
I'm fighting for my life.
Oh my god!
He may not be. Oh wait, here we go. I may not be a smart man, but I know what extradition laws are. Fucking welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. The world. The world's fucking premier simp, Forrest Gump.
Okay, Jenny. And I'll mow the grass and raise the AIDS, baby.
Oh my god!
This is definitely one of the more colorful streams we've done so far. Yeah, but that's what you get on. That's what you get when we plan a show in 10 minutes on a Wednesday night and just say we're going to talk about Neuralink technology. No, it's going to devolve into something much more simple.
I'm just saying, had we had Neuralinks installed, we might be talking about like simulation theory or something, but instead we're talking about how all these actors had to do was just pretend in front of a fucking camera, and they fucked it up so bad. And for lots of money, too.
Here on Epstein's Island. The professor, his wife, too. The movie star. Oh, Lord, I apologize. I'm going to hell for that one.
On the Catholic road.
Just have a sip of my tasty beverage.
Oh my
Wash
gosh!
this down with. Fallon's like, why did I agree to this?
Because I had nothing else to do tonight.
Well, that's I'm used to hearing that from women when back in the day when I was single. It's like I had nothing else to do tonight. I'm like, well, we'd like to thank you for picking us. Wait, did we just say us? Well, yeah, we're talking our multiple personalities. No, we weren't. We love the process. The master loves us.
Oh my gosh.
I don't
I'm
know.
just reading what Salvador. I don't know. I'm calling him El Salvador.
El Salvador.
And manliness and motivation. If MJ and Kevin Spacey were fighting over a boy, who would win?
Oh my god.
That's why I'm like, oh my god.
The boy.
And then he said, if R. Kelly and Bill Clinton were fighting over an underage girl, who would win?
The cigar.
Wait a second, that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Nice to see you.
It's been a long. Sal is fine. You don't have to call him El Salvador. He's just trying to.
Oh, oxygen.
So I got, like I said, it was funny. I got a package from Amazon the other day. I came home and the wife's like, "There's a package from Amazon," or she didn't say Amazon. She was from Sal. I'm like, "How do you know?" She goes, "It's from Amazon. There's no name on it." I'm like, "Yep." And he goes, "I don't even have to put notes in there anymore." I'm like, "Nope, I know when it's from you." So I went out. I told him earlier. I took pictures of it. I went out and bought. They had 2 of those Leonard Top Gun toy sets at Walmart today when I was shopping, and I was like, there's 2 of them on the shelf, and I'm like, fuck it, let's grab both of them. Just get both of them. I was like, the kid needs a fleet, right? And I'm like, well, one's Maverick. You have one Maverick and one Bogey in each of them. I'm like, and we're light on aircraft anyway, because I sold my GI Joe planes and helicopters and stuff. So we've got a few Star Wars ships you can't see right now because they're covered up with the screen behind me now. But I mean, yeah. So it's like, I'm gonna buy some planes. Sal says I also respond to the Don. That is his name. He's the Don of 2 cents toys. Oh no. Oh, Wes, you're a treasure. You are a treasure, sir.
Maybe Michael Jackson and Kevin Spacey should be fighting over you, man.
You mean what's his name? Oh shit, Kevin Spacey in The Usual Suspects. Kaiser Soze. You mean Kaiser Soze? The man that doesn't exist? Hee. Ow! I mean, who doesn't want an amusement park in their fucking backyard, though? Really, dude? Like,
Those poor kids.
I mean, like, you was friends with 8-year-olds and you were like 60, bro. Like, what were you doing? Like, and there's no, he's fine. It's fine. It's like Han Solo. No, it's fine. We're all fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Get this man a stick and some tape, stat. Oh, guys, like the start of that fucking okay. So the DC fandom stuff, man. The Batman trailer was sick. I'm sorry. Robert Pattinson. I'm going to apologize. This is something I rarely do. I'm going to apologize to you. But if I hear one more stupid motherfucker in the comment section say, you know, it'd be sweet if Robert Pattinson's Batman met Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. You shut your whore mouth. You shut your whore mouth. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker exists in a bubble. That's it.
Yeah, he even said that he did not want to cross over. He didn't.
No.
He said it would very depend on the script for him to even consider a sequel also.
You know what I think it'd depend on more than the script?
Money.
How much money you throwing at him? He's like, do I have to look like a fucking meth addict again for this goddamn thing, or can I act like the Joker actually eats something? I mean, give that motherfucker a Tic Tac. You can probably see him swallow a piece of rice. He was so skinny in that movie. I mean, god damn, you can see ribs, shoulders, spleen, everything. His pancreas was sticking out.
I don't know if he did that on purpose or not.
He did. He dieted himself down for that role. Yeah. That is honestly like the beauty of Joaquin Phoenix. So even though he's literally insane, he is a fucking incredible method actor. He absolutely is. And just think, I mean, can you imagine if his brother hadn't died? It was in the Viper Room. Was it the Viper Room?
Yep.
Or Studio 54? I think it was the Viper Room. Yeah, he got stabbed, didn't he? River?
No, he OD'd. He dropped dead outside of the Viper Room.
Speedball and heroin and coke will do it every fucking time, and that's them some bitches were doing, man. A lot of them were. Like, isn't that what got Sam Kinison? I think.
Sam Kinison, actually, he died close to me. He was he driving from Laughlin or Pahrump? But
car accident.
He got into a car accident. Yeah, sucks because the world needs Sam Kinison right now. Man, the world needs Kinison and Carlin.
I was just gonna say George Carlin too. Because George Carlin really didn't play politics. George Carlin was just like, this is the way it is. You're either a fucking moron or, you know what I mean? That's what I love about him. And he was so blunt. You could not, like, I remember when I was probably like 12 years old, maybe, watching, me and my cousin who was like 14 were watching one of his stand-ups. And it was like the time of like the Gulf War. And Carlin is like, he's talking about the Gulf War. And he's like, you know, this is just Bush and Hussein fighting over who's got a bigger dick, right? He goes, that's all it is. It's just about the same. He goes, you know why we lost Vietnam? He goes, because when you're in there, you don't pull out. He goes, we pulled out. That's why we fucking lost. You know, it's like he was just so blunt about everything in his delivery. The man was a fucking treasure. To me, he was like the next generation up from like Don Rickles. If anybody knows who Don Rickles is. No, you don't?
But I was about to say, we actually need more like Carlisle was. Like, I think we only have Ricky Gervais.
Oh, Ricky Gervais, yes.
Yeah, I think that is the only one of that says it like it is. He don't give a crap.
Oh, his Golden Globes.
Oh, yeah.
I just watched that again the other night because I'm like, I want to see Tom Hanks sweat it out while Ricky Gervais just proceeds to be like, make Epstein jokes. And he's like, oh, fuck you. You're all friends with him. I don't fucking care. I told you that. You know, it's like, oh, you're going to, I love it. He's like, oh, you're going to have to fly in your own jets now. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, and then he made a crack about Leo's girlfriend. He goes, this award show went on so long, Leo can't even date his girlfriend. She's too old for him now. He's like, you're almost 50, mate. Like, God damn, man. Oh, well, here's manliness and motivation. Ready for it? Speaking of Dolly Parton, wasn't she in that? She was in that movie. Was it 9 to 5?
Oh yeah, that was such a great movie.
That movie was so great. And there's another one like that with it's Lily Tomlin and Bette Midler called shit. I can't remember, but they played two sets of identical twins, and one was from the country and one was from the city.
Yes, I know which one
Big
you're talking
Business?
about.
Was it Big Business? Was that what it was called or something like that?
I'll look it up.
But yeah, that was a funny ass. These are like some off the wall like 80s movies. But
we need to return to that.
yeah,
Yes.
like just comedies for the sake of comedies. You know, there doesn't have to be a sequel. You don't need a cinematic universe. You don't need pre-existing lore for it. It's just, hey, this is a movie. Sit down, enjoy it, and then go on with your life. You know what I mean?
It was two sets of twins that they were separated at birth.
Yep. What was it called? Was it Big Business?
It was Big Business. In the 1940s, small town of Jupiter Hollow, two sets of identical twins are born in the same hospital on the same night.
Yep.
One to a poor local family and the other to a rich family.
I watched that movie I don't know how many times with like my mom and shit. Like I thought it was funny. But I grew up watching like Lily Tomlin and that old school comedy. So
Yeah.
it was funny. Speaking of movies, so we talked about this a little bit on Monday, but I want to get you guys' take on it. The box office returns this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I shared a picture in one of my private chats of a movie I'm going to see this weekend, and it is the new motherfucking Mutants. Finally, after 18 years, 75 directors, 37 cast changes, 900 different craft services, and 75 cases of COVID, I'm gonna go see New Mutants.
That's coming out.
You know what?
When?
I think it's a catfish. I think it's opening the 28th, so Friday.
What the hell? I need to go get tickets.
Dude, I'm going to the theater. I'm going Saturday night. I'm not going to go Friday because I have Groove Show Friday night. And I don't know what movie we're watching this week, but it'll be an old, great fucking 80s movie. And then, Saturday night, I think my mom is going to take the boy. And if the wife doesn't want to go, I'm taking my one of my friends that went to see my boy Jason went to see Endgame with me, because he'll fucking go. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to be at his house. So
Manliness and Motivation says my great grandmother was hoping to see that movie as a child.
Oh man. Oh, here's another Manliness Motivated 9 to 5. I remember that one. 9 to 5 was that. See, that was a great movie. That was okay, funny as hell.
I want your honest opinion. I don't know if y'all have seen this movie. It seems to be like one of those movies people say they love it or hate it or haven't seen it. Oscar, Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, I love it. That movie's amazing.
I grew up on that movie. We've been quoting it constantly since it came out.
Dr. Poole, hello, get back in the room.
Hey, yo, this doesn't bode well. Hey, you.
I need to do that's I don't want to give too much away, but there's going to be a Sylvester Stallone appearance on the channel.
Hey, yo, I'm coming on the channel. Say hi to Tabaku and Mickey and the Robot and the kid. I think even the Russian's back there somewhere. He ain't doing shit. He was in He-Man back on the He-Man. That was great.
Sylvester Stallone, be quiet, or else I shall fucking transfer myself into you and remake Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Oh my god.
And I will not use Shmee.
Those are dark times.
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen Estelle Getty in a better picture. Change my mind. But no, the New Mutants is I'm excited to see it. I really am. I was really hoping for the new Mutants. I wanted to see Snowflake and Safe Space and B Negative and Dora the Explorer with her backpack full of fucking ho-hos and
you mean Trailblazer? It's sad that I know that.
Yeah. And what's the other fucking the one that got huffing on Grandpa's old internet gas, whatever the fuck that is. What Screen Time. Screen Time's his name. I almost said Screenslaver, but that's the villain from Incredibles 2, which was a much better villain than anything that the new Mutants would have faced, because let's be honest, the new Mutants would have who would they have faced? The patriarchy. They're like, it's a cisgendered white male. Stop him now. New Mutants, assemble, Vogue.
Oh my god.
It would have been fabulous. Yeah. But seriously, though, I was hurt when the comic book shop, I say local, was like 45 minutes away because that's where I order my comics from. They closed down like a month ago after 10 years, which was really fucking sad. But the owner was, I asked him when I was ordering one of my runs, I'm like, hey, can I put a reserve on like 2 copies of New Mutants? And he's like, you mean the old ones? Which ones do you want? I'm like, no, the new ones. I was like, I want that good shit. I want that Daniel Kibblesmith. And he started laughing. He's like, dude, really? I'm like, no, I'm serious. I'm like, I'm going to review this on my channel. I'm going to do a live read through of it. And then they canceled it. And, they canceled it. And then the comic book shop closed. And I was like, damn you, New Mutants. Look what you've done. Wow. I was like Charlie Sheen in Platoon. No.
You could have done it like Kurt yelling con.
I was seriously like gonna do an entire like thing like let me find him here. Where's he at? Here he is, right here. This guy. It would have been like this, doing a read through.
Yes, every single thing I say offends them.
Who are you calling them?
That's exactly how that read through would have went. I mean, but seriously, was the New Mutants, that comic, was that like the most well-placed troll job by Marvel that turned around and shot them in the foot? I mean, that shit was like a blunderbuss. It just like, they were like, we've shoved enough powder down here, put the musket ball like right in their face. I mean, it was bad. Like you hired this Daniel Kibblesmith guy who basically bought his way into the comics business because he's rich. He's fucking loaded. He was on that show Millionaire Matchmaker. That's how he met I think it's his wife now, or he bought his wife. I don't know, whatever he does. And then you look at him and he looks exactly like that little soy. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that soy face meme. Yes. You know what I'm talking about. He looks like the soy face meme. And it's like, did they seriously just hire this guy to kind of like make him look like a fucking jackass? Like Marvel was just like, what's her name? Sanana blah 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 that runs Marvel Comics was just like, here, get out there in front of the camera and act like an idiot. Just do it. Just get out there. And they fucking threw him out there, and he's like, yeah, the New Warriors, I was like always like intimidated by comic books because they look so cool. It's like, bro, like we were all nerds. Like nobody was like intimidated by comic books. If anything, we're like, that's fucking awesome. I want to read that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I've never looked at a comic, even as like a little kid when I was a little fucking dweeb, and gone like, that's intimidating me. I'm not going to read that. I was like, no, this is awesome because this is escapist. I want to look at this. Even if I couldn't read it, I was like, let me look at the pictures,
Right. Yeah, but, I get that.
But yeah, like this guy was just, I'm like, you're like fucking, you're like fake. Like this guy is like, there's no way this is like, I wonder how much they spent on all that like concept. Well, how much they spent on, I mean, judged by the drawings, I mean, it looked like Dora fucking ate herself into diabetic coma and turned into Wilford Brimley with a backpack. I mean,
Manliness said something. It says, or was her name Trailblazer? All I know is she has a moose knuckle the size of Detroit.
Holy shit.
Oh, Motor City.
Oh my god.
Trust me, I've spent a lot of time in Detroit, man. That shit is bombed out and depleted. There's some, I mean, oof. It's a good thing I'm not mine.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess it's like within the first couple minutes of a video.
I think it's either the first 15 minutes or first 30 seconds. I can't remember which.
That would have been my my cuties video. The first 30 seconds, it would have been like, that's mother. It was. I have never like I said, that shit just enraged me. Like I was.
Oh gosh, yeah. I can't cover it because it made me so angry. I was having chest pain. So
I know. I was like I said, as a parent, I'm like. Like veins were sticking out of my forehead. I was like I was like old fat Hulk mode. I'm like, I'm so angry, but I'm so lazy at the same time. This is just complacency and freaking anger, and it's two worlds are colliding, Jerry.
Oh yeah, it's like, and not just parents. Like if you have any nieces or nephews in that age range, it's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
like,
want to get away from this topic before I start punching
yeah,
something.
that's all right. We can do that. We can do that. But no. So are you guys gonna go see any movies this weekend?
I'm buying my New Mutants tickets right now.
Are you?
I'll probably see it. I'll probably see New Mutants. I need to find out when that Russell Crowe movie comes out because that looks
Unhinged.
Yes, I want to see that one.
That looks very good.
What I haven't seen any of the DC trailers. I haven't seen anything about Unhinged. I know I wanted to see Tenet. I didn't know New Mutants was coming out, or I would have bought my tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I've kind of just isolated myself and weaned myself off the Hollywood drip because I knew, I wasn't going to get my prescription refilled till August, September. So I need to get back into this because I didn't even know there was a Russell Crowe movie coming out.
Oh yeah, it's a road rage movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have road rage. I'm all for that.
Oh, I was okay. So it's like where I live, like the town, like you go, it's like 45 miles an hour. I average like 62. I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I have a lead foot. I don't even realize it half the time. But it's like somebody being in the inside lane doing like 40. I'm like, it's automatically in my head. It's like ludicrous. I'm like move, bitch. And I'm just like, I can't put the song on the truck because the boy's with me, and I'm like, I don't want to drive too fast. Don't pay attention. Don't yell. Just I'm like, why? Like, why? Like, you are not even old. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just like, get over, move. I was like, I don't have anywhere to go, but just get the fuck out of my way. It's not like I'm pressing business. Move. What do you got to go to work? No. I'm coming home to smoke a bowl. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking around with that with the kids awake. But no, here comes CPS. God damn it. Was it the Epstein Island Pictures, motherfucker? Was it? I honestly didn't even know what Tenet was about. I was like, Tenet? I'm like, is this about renters? I'm like, I did not know. But no,
It looked like a manipulation of time because they were doing things out of order and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't. I didn't know if I was going to want to watch it or not because I know a lot of people like flipped out. He said he's been waiting for this. So.
Like I said, I haven't heard anything really bad about it. I don't even know. I have to look this up now because I don't know who directed it or anything.
Nolan.
Really. It's a Christopher Nolan. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
that might be worth it. Right
I was going to say that explains some of the hype right there. If it's a Nolan movie, shit. But honestly, if you guys pay attention to geekositymag.com, which is Mikey Sutton, if you know who Mikey Sutton is, he's a fucking amazing Marvel and DC scooper. He started his website. So, and I had to like really dig to find his stuff on like Twitter and all that, but everything always covers him too. So it's like, I just kind of like, I'll take notes from all that because I'm working on a big MCU video. And so one of Mikey Sutton's sources got to see New Mutants. This is like, he released his article like 2 or 3 days ago. So we got to see it last week. And he gave it a solid B+, which he said the character of Magic, played by, I believe that's Anna Taylor-Joy, is awesome. She could easily transfer into the MCU. Wolfsbane, that one, I'm not sure who plays that, but it's so funny because like, what's her name is in this from Game of Thrones? Maisie Williams, is that her name? You know what she played the one Stark girl, I think it was.
Arya,
yes. The one that she killed the Night King.
Yeah, which ticked off a whole lot of people.
Because the way she did it. I didn't even watch that show, and I was like, when I saw the scene, I'm just like, that, because I knew who the Night King was, and I knew how long the winter is coming. They've been building up to that, and it's like they killed him off like nothing. Like, she goes to stab him, she drops her knife, catches it, and then shanks him. It's like, oh, that's gonna piss some people off that actually care about the show.
Did. I was wanting a big sword fight between the Night King and Jon Snow because that's what it had been building up to.
That's what everybody wanted.
Yes, and that would have made so many people happy. Even if it was only a short sequence, as long as it was epic, it would have made people happy. Because you just threw everything out like it didn't matter. So,
but Benioff and Weiss decided to go in the other direction.
Ugh, They are such hacks.
That's, and it's so funny. It's like they were, they were signed on to do that Star Wars trilogy, and that kind of after Game of Thrones, even when Kathleen Kennedy's like, nah fam, we don't need we're good. When Kathleen Kennedy's dumbass shoots you down, it's like, and then I'm hearing I got somebody running their mouth to me on my last video today about Kathleen Kennedy being fired. Oh, she's gone already, that's not a room. Like,
we need this evidence.
yeah, I'm like, where's your evidence, dude? I'm like, you don't even. And I looked at him. I'm like, do you have a YouTube channel? No. Okay. Do you have an inside source at Disney that said, hey, Kennedy's gone? No. Well, guess what? She's still fucking there. I'm like, I love Doomcock, respect him, hail Doomcock, but I'm like, until they make an announcement, one of, as they say, the Bobs, Iger Chapek makes an announcement, says Kathleen Kennedy has stepped down. She's no longer with Lucasfilm. She's no longer the head of Lucasfilm, which isn't going to happen. I'm telling you, she's going to be there until her fucking contract runs out in September of 2018.
Do you mind?
2018?
Well, I'm sorry. That's when it was renewed. I'm going back in time. No, 2020. Can we have a Neuralink and a DeLorean, please? I need both right now. I need Jesus too.
Do you mind if I drop a little something on this? And all due respect to everybody in the Fandom Menace.
No, go ahead.
But speaking of 2018, if I sit here and say Bob Iger is going to leave Disney, Bob Iger is going to leave Disney, Bob Iger is going to leave Disney for 3, 4, 5 years, however long it takes until he actually leaves Disney, that doesn't really mean I'm right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So
that's why I respect what Doomcock had said about, say, this is a rumor.
Yep.
Take it with several grains of salt.
Yeah.
But I would be happy if they were going to clean up, but we aren't seeing anything yet. So
no.
Yeah, and that definitely wasn't directed towards Doomcock either. But there are others in the Fandom Menace who might have.
And
made
I
a
will
bigger-
declare right now. I've told ETEP this. I'm not Fandom Menace. I'm Fandom Collective. I'm here to help promote people to grow their channels. That's why I have Feature Friday, where you send me links. I will promote the heck out of them in a live stream.
Yep.
Sweet.
That's this girl. She works. She's a worker bee, man, for the Fandom Collective, and I feel like I've got iron. I have irons in both fires. I'm Fandom Collective and I'm Fandom Menace, but I've always, like I said, since I started, I came in the game, I was Fandom Menace from the start, and I'm a ride or die with the Fandom Menace. But I love being part of the Fandom Collective as well, because it's got it has everybody. You have everybody there. It's like, you don't, and everybody gets hung up on the Fandom Menace thing. If y'all have seen my show, y'all have. Nerdy Blurb TV is the farthest thing away from Fandom Menace. I love him like a brother. He comes on my show. He likes The Last Jedi. You know what? I don't hate on him for it. I might give him shit. I might give him a little bit of shit here and there, but I respect his opinion, and he's a good guy. He's done right by me. And if you need an intro package or logo design for your channel, please, my friends, hit up Nerdy Blurb, because if you've seen my intro, my outro, my logos, he does all that. He does a tremendous job. And telling me Tep sent you, the High Priest of Egypt sent you. So he does amazing work, and I'm waiting to get him back on the Monday night show. Because he's fun to have on. So, and he had people warn him about coming. Oh, that guy, he runs a hate channel and all this. And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm like, I just don't like bullshit. Right. I'm like, I don't like bullshit. I'm gonna call it out. But and that's the thing about the people misconstrue about channels like mine is I'm not because the first time he came on, there was like 4 like solid Fandom Menace channels, and then him. He's like, you guys aren't bringing me on to ambush. Never. No, I would not. I do not operate like that. If it comes to the day when I have a channel that I have beef with, let me put it this way, that's worth my motherfucking time, I will bring them on and we will have a discussion. Then I will completely eviscerate you while I have you face to face here. But I don't need to do that. You know who you are out there. I know. I see you, Deshaun, you little bitch. Anyway, I have a dedicated troll, and
yeah,
like I
you
said,
told me about him.
I know everything about this cat. So it's like and he tried commenting again. The thing that pissed me off was he used the name Freddie Mercury. I'm like, first of all, motherfucker, don't you dare besmirch that man's name, because he was a fucking god. Freddie Mercury was a fucking god, dude. You are just some chump. And then his whole thing with me is he calls me Baldy. I'm like, really? You got me. Where did my hair go? Is it over here? Is it over here? I've been shaving my head. I told him, I said, I've been shaving my head for 20 years. I'm dead sexy, motherfucker. I'm like, the last time you saw the inside of a barbershop was 2002 when the movie came out. So, I mean, let's call a flake and a spade here. Son, this is by choice, and it's very Lex Luthor-esque. And gotta be honest, man, ladies love Kojak. Telly Savalas, who loves you, baby. So anyway, I think I think we can keep going, or we can cut it out right here. I don't care. It's up to you guys.
Oh, we can keep going.
Okay.
I have no problem. I've got something to drink because y'all are making me cackle and laugh. And, oh my god!
I got about it. I could go for a little while yet. I do have to get up and get the boy ready for school in the morning, which is
right.
a production now. But no, I think I think we will cut it off here. I do. I have to be responsible now. I'm working at the school and all that. A couple hours a day, so I do that thing. But I'd like to thank Fallon for coming on, and Tony. This has been fun. This was a fun impromptu.
Yeah, we just want to thank you for volunteering your time at the school, and stepping up for humanity, man. It's just a better world out there with you serving ribs through an ice cream scoop, and I want to thank you.
Oh my Lord.
What the hell was that? And they served everything with an ice cream scoop. And the thing is, now they can't even serve food in the cafeteria. Hang on, I gotta go for a second, guys. There we are. All right, we're back.
No, they serve everything.
There we go.
They serve everything. They serve everything with an ice cream scoop except ice cream. You either get the paper cup with the wooden spoon, or some weird fucking cube of ice cream on a styrofoam plate, which I could never figure out. It's like a Borg cube of fucking.
It's a
Rocky
Borg cube.
Road.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, just before we get off, that could be what those chips are. They're gonna turn us into the Borg.
No.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking everyone says Terminator 2, but no one. And think about this. Think about 20 years from now, right? Think about, well, just wear the mask. But think about 20 years from now. Just download the code. Just download. What are you afraid? What do you Are you I don't know, something against computers? Just download the code.
Technophobe.
I was just gonna say that. Thank you, Fallon. Are you technophobic?
Yes. Let me tell you how we started this show tonight. Mankind is the sex organs of the machine world.
Yep.
And we're building our own evolution. And if this show wasn't proof of that, if you don't think we don't need Neuralinks.
If you think we don't need Neuralinks, well, hey, guess what? I'm gonna take you out of church. Come to church with me. Come, ladies and gentlemen, I am the pastor, Pete Daddy Doll. If you see behind me, the church needs a new door right here. So we're going to need some generous donations. Put your money in the hat. Give how you live. Give how you live now. Why? What happened? Huh? Oh, no, I have to interlock my fingers. I know. I don't have anything that will cut you or otherwise injure you, officer. I'm sorry.
21 Jump Street.
And this is where we keep the piano on the fireplace. Am I going to get attacked by Scott Hall?
Possibly.
All right.
I miss WCW so much.
Me
my
too.
God. Really? You were a WCW fan?
I watched WWF and WCW every time it came on.
Thank you. Me too.
See, I used to record. I would record Raw and always watch WCW because I like my entire gimmick was inspired by Scott Hall, down to like getting shit faced before every time I fucking wrestled.
Oh my god.
I mean, me and my tag partner worked 2 shows in one day. We stayed out till 6 a.m. drinking. Almost canceled our first booking, which was at like 4 p.m. We opened the show. We were already fucking trashed. Hernandez was there from, do you remember LAX that was in TNA back in the day?
Oh my gosh.
Homicide and Hernandez. Well, Super Mex, the big ass dude, Hernandez was there. And I was basically like a skinny version of him with my whole gimmick on. And he's in the back and he's in the locker room. He's like looking at me. He's like, "You Puerto Rican?" I'm like, "No." "What are you?" I'm like, "A mutt." He just laughed. I'm like, so we were fucking just trashed in the locker room. We go out. There's a fucking hole in the ring. We're my buddy Will. You know Will, Tony Vendetta, that's been on the show. Me and my tag partner James. I'm 240. James is 260. Will is like 6'1", 150 pounds, and we're doing a double fall away slam to him. Will's like, "Hey, aim me over there. There's a fucking hole in the ring." So we toss his ass across the whole fucking ring, go back, we get our pay envelopes, jump in the truck. We're drinking all from Saginaw to fucking Houghton Lake, which is about 80 miles, drinking the whole way there. I almost fucking run out of gas because I forgot to get gas. And we had to stop in Harrison. I walk into the gas station with like my wrestling pants on, no shirt, no fucking shoes to pay. Yeah, nobody said anything, oddly enough. I'm like, I was like, apparently they're afraid of a 240-pound man in pleather pants. And I think I was overdressed for the area we were in too. So we get to the venue. We're like, we're not going on until like 8 o'clock for the main. So we got there at like 6. So we sat there for another 2 hours, just fucking tossing them back. And yeah, the main event comes, and that was a fucking shit show. It was an 8-man tag match. And we were so fucking just we didn't even get in till the end, because we were going over anyway. We didn't even get in the ring till the end of the match. Fucking came out, did a bunch of shit, hit our finish. Then we were so drunk we just kept cutting a promo after the show. They had to cut the cameras off because we were on TV time. So it was fun though. I miss that. I really do. I miss wrestling a lot. Yeah, there's not a day goes by that I don't think about getting back in the ring. I wish I could, but the spirit is willing, but the flesh is soft and flabby.
Squishy.
There's a little Zap Branning in there. But so thank you all for joining us. And Fallon, what have you got coming up for the channel, for your channel? Go ahead and give your channel some plug here.
All right, I run Fallon Reacts. I discuss pop culture, fandom, positivity, and promoting other channels on a Friday live stream, which you can sign up on Fridays. I will have a post up that goes up at like 5 a.m. and you can plug your channel there. I just like to add a little bit more positivity to fandom because I don't see a lot of it on YouTube, which is sad. But if you are into that kind of thing, be sure to check my stuff out on my Fallon Reacts.
And you also have the 13th Hour Gaming channel, right?
Yes, I do have the 13th Hour Gaming. Right now I'm trying to do a fundraiser because I can't do a lot with my channel because I need a capture card. So yeah, it's kind of limited. I try to put up videos from my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/13th Hour Gaming. And I do that Saturday through Tuesday.
Yeah, that's why you couldn't come on the show. You missed a hell of a show Monday night, too.
Oh, man. That sucks.
So
it's like 7 to 10 my time.
I know. I've learned something that we can't put Katarn and Vase together anymore.
Yes, that's why I actually got a complaint about the stream last time because it was like, oh, that's why I had to, like, I didn't like that I had to act like mom and say, separate them.
Oh, trust me. They almost had round 2 on mine Monday night. It's all good, though. They're both great guys. Oh,
yeah.
I'm
good
glad.
Separate.
Yep.
Good separate.
Yep.
But, yeah, it's like, I'm going to be messaging people all over the place for Sundays because I do that Sunday because we're talking about Return of the Jedi, and I'm sure there's several people that would like that.
Yup.
Oh yeah, I'll send you a link Sunday like I usually do.
Yep, I'll be down for that one. Maybe, I don't know. I might be interested. Maybe, I don't know.
But yeah, I just love Phantom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
It's but yeah, it's Return of the Jedi it's not my favorite Star Wars movie. I love it dearly. It will always have a
Right.
special place in my heart because I got to see it in the theater, you know. But yeah, that movie is fucking great. It is. It truly is.
I agree.
I really enjoyed talking about Empire, even though we went on cutaways like mad with them guys. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to institute a new rule. If you talk about Kennedy, if you talk about Disney, Star Wars, or any of those movies, I will mute you.
ah, shit. Well, I better get ready to be muted because it'll happen. I'll just be like, I won't even mean to. It's just like I'll be like,
I
yeah,
know we're so used to talking about it. So
So yeah, the Battle of Endor when those ATSTs come in, man, fuck the Last Jedi. Fuck the Last Jedi. We were talking about Endor. Yeah. In Rise of Skywalker, them dumb bastards trying to say they was back on Endor. Fuck you, Rise of Skywalker.
Well, see, the trick is to never watch The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, you haven't seen it yet. You've scared
Never
yourself.
will.
Dude, you need to watch the end where she was like, I am old Sith, and Rey's like, I am Iron Man. I mean, I'm old Jedi.
that's what they basically did.
They're just like, hey, wait, we own both of them, right? So we can just rip Tony Stark shit off. That's fine.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
critical
they're,
triggers.
they're ripping
Nah.
off the Skywalkers, so might
Yeah.
as well just go.
I love the end of it. What's your name? I'm Rey. What's your last name? Skywalker. You shut your whore mouth. You shut your whore mouth.
If somebody would have sat you down and explained the original trilogy to you before you ever watched it, you would be like, shit, I need to watch that. You know, that sounds great. If somebody would have, now maybe that's not fair because that would be your first experience with Star Wars, so there's nothing to compare it off of, but if somebody explained the sequel trilogy to me before I went and saw The Force Awakens on when was December 15th, 2015, whenever it was, that day went by so slow. I was so excited because I walked out of Revenge of the Sith thinking, I mean, I guess that's it, you know?
Yeah.
And to be going to another Star Wars movie. And I mean, if you would have just explained the sequel trilogy to me, I probably wouldn't have went. I mean, all these questions, you know, who's this CGI bad guy they're creating? Who's this Kylo Ren in this mask? And I mean, it took them seconds to ruin Kylo Ren. I mean,
Oh yeah.
and it was one of those things where I'm thinking, okay, he's acting real erratic and emotional, not really like a cool villain, but let them find their footing. They'll find their footing. And I had faith, but just, God, I mean, just episode 9, it's in the same category as Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I'll never watch it. I don't want to watch it. It's
I
not
haven't
that.
seen Kingdom of Crystal
Yeah.
Skull.
I've seen
exactly.
most of it. I haven't seen the entire movie, and I won't. I'll never watch the whole movie.
I'm not taking some just stand. It's just I don't want to fucking watch it. Why would I want to go back to my ex-girlfriend and get hit again? I don't want to see
Oh my gosh.
The Rise of Skywalker. Why would I want that? Like, so it's just that's kind of what it is. I can go back and watch, The Empire Strikes Back, and when Luke's hanging at the bottom of Cloud City and he connects with Leia and calls for her and you see her, and the Millennium Falcon, or what Sal brought up a couple weeks ago with Return of the Jedi when Darth Vader just turns to Luke when they're in the elevator to go see the Emperor, and he just becomes Anakin Skywalker again through the suit, through the mask. I mean, that's what I want to remember Star Wars for.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I never had any problems with the prequels. I love the prequels.
Me too.
I started off with the original trilogy. My parents hated Star Wars, so I never had that experience, mostly because I was born in '83. But I watched it the first time, A New Hope, on regular television with the horrible commercials.
Oh.
But I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I was a big fan of it. I think I still have the special edition gold box set for the original.
What
trilogy.
channel?
Yep, we got the VHS
What
too.
channel?
I think it was
USA.
Let's see. I think it was on Fox.
I got into it on USA. They used to play it. My brother was into Star Wars, but I didn't grow up with my big brother. But that's how I got into it too, was on TV. They used to play it on USA like every holiday weekend. And
I
Yep.
think I was about 9.
See, my cousins brought the VHS up. Like I said, I'd seen because my parents went to see the original in the theater because my mom always liked Star Wars.
Right.
She's a sci-fi fan though, so her and my dad went to see what is now Episode 4, A New Hope, in 1977, which then was just Star Wars. And then when Empire came out, it came out like a month after I was born, and I was just a shade over 3. I was 3 years and like 1 month when Jedi dropped. And my mom's like, we're taking him to see this, because I had already started buying me toys. I already had like the whale and stuff like that. And I had, my son sleeps with the stuffed Ewoks I had as a kid every night. So that's kind of cool that I get to pass it. But to be fair though, my son has been swinging a lightsaber since before he could walk, because I was like, you are going to like Star Wars, whether it kills me or you, one of us. You're going to like, and he does. He loves, like, Darth Maul is his favorite character, and more proud of that I could not be. But no, I do. I love Star. I've always have a love for it. And yeah, like I could have operated perfectly fine for the rest of my life and not had another movie and just lived off of what we got from the original, from the 6 movies in the saga, and the holiday special, as shitty as it is. I mean, watching Ichibaka do VR porn never gets old to me. It never gets old. That's one of the treasures of that movie. That and what's his name in there? Art Carney. In fucking Star Wars. I mean, come on, it doesn't get any better than that. And how high fucking Carrie Fisher was when she did that was just, yeah. Rest in peace, Carrie, our princess.
hold on, let's talk about high Star Wars actors.
Oh shit!
Look at my Luke.
Wait, hang on.
Look at Luke Skywalker. That motherfucker coked out of his skull. Hey, come on, Mark.
Mark was, yeah.
For a fucking photo shoot. Throw some cold water on your face, bro. Like,
Harrison,
shit.
Come here, kid. Do this blow. In a couple of years, I'm gonna make a movie about saving an Amish kid. Then in like 30 years, I'm gonna hate Star Wars so much. I'm gonna make Call of the Wild. I'm gonna call the dog Chewie.
Can you imagine? Like, we didn't like The Force Awakens, and it broke our hearts. But Harrison Ford had to break his leg over that piece of shit. Like,
God. Ugh. Don't remind me. Well, folks, with that being said, I think this is a good place to end it. I am Etep Wakui of the Place to Be Reviews. I'd like to thank my guests, Fallon and Tony ToneDef, because we've been here with all of yous. And remember, if I don't see you, have yourselves a great day and a pleasant tomorrow.